Hey, what up folks? Welcome back again to the Zero to Funded series. And yeah, we're still at zero. So we managed to blow that account to smithereens. Had a little bit of a resurgence in there. I'll show you the graph and everything just now, but we ended up hitting a massive loss during NFP, and that was the deciding factor. So account is chalked, but there were some valuable lessons that we learned from the strat. So this was the first time that we had forward tested the Power Ranger strat in an actual account in actual time. And we saw now after Donald Trump's inauguration, market conditions shifted somewhat, and this was not a favorable condition for the strat. The volatility was a little bit too high for how the Power Ranger was designed, and that was the end of that account. So we're going to look at some of the stats, how everything went, and what the plan going forward is going to be. Okay, so looking at how everything went on the account, you can see how we started with a balance of 50,000 US dollars, and that was the account size. We started on the 13th of Jan, and we made it until the 12th of March. So pretty much about 2 months of work. Things started off really well. You can see we had a nice, good amount of success. And then once Donald Trump was inaugurated on the 20th of Jan, things started to get dire, and it was straight losses here on out. We made a couple modifications to the strat, which saw a little bit of a resurgence, but ultimately was not enough to save the account. So took a couple massive losses here, a couple small wins, but it was straight up knocks from the get-go. So we did learn a couple things about how the Power Ranger strat works in the live market. This was the first time that we had tested it in the live markets. Everything before that was all back testing. So with a Trump administration, markets were a lot more volatile. The moves were a little bit bigger. There were plenty of times where the overall direction was correct, but the pullbacks were bigger than they historically was in 2024. And that is where a lot of the losses came in. So we have made a couple modifications, and we will be retesting the strat on a new account. So even though the account's blown accounts are part of the process. You're not going to purchase an account, pause the account, get profits on there, and it's just going to be a smooth road throughout. If you've been trading long enough, you know blowing 1 or 2 accounts every now and again is a name of the game. It's part of the process. We blew on max drawdown, which I think is an honorable way to blow an account. It's never good to blow on daily drawdown. So we blew in max drawdown, and it was a clean loss of the account. We followed the rules that were in place for each and every trade, and the strat itself just wasn't profitable in those first 2 months of the year. So we're going to continue with the Power Ranger. Now in the last sort of 2 weeks since the account has been blown, the volatility has reduced on NASDAQ, which is where we're trading it. Things have sort of settled into a little bit more of a normal cadence. So we're going to reattempt the Power Ranger strat on a new account. So when we get a new account, I'm going to show the whole process of how we're going to pick which prop firm we're going to use. We might stick with FTMO, we might go somewhere else. I'm going to record all that for you, and then we're going to show what the new rules for the Power Ranger going forward are going to be based on the data we collected from the first 2 months of this year with Donald Trump being the president. So it's an exciting time ahead. First quarter of 2025 done and dusted, still 3 quarters left to go. So even though we're currently down, we're not out yet. So looking forward to sharing with you the rest of the journey and how we're going to modify things going forward. So if you want to follow along with me, you can go ahead and get yourself a Vault Funder account. You can get 35% off using the code FISA. You can use the link in the description down below. Get yourself an account. Let's trade the Power Ranger together, and let's hope the next quarter of 2025 is going to be better than this first quarter. I'll see you guys in the next one.